Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people. And the way that I do it, number one, is that I help people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is the Spirit of God. And as long as you choose to be your soul, people, then you are God and you have the ability to co-create with the Spirit. I'm also creating financial freedom for billions of people, and the way that I do it, people, is that I realize that we as people are the greatest assets in this world, and because of that, people, we will get paid to exist. We will figure out how to do that with time. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to know your two realities. There's two worlds that you're living in, people. At least for people that are spiritual, we live in the second one also. But we have the 3D world, which is our present world, your physical circumstances. We also call it the matrix. And then you also have the 5D world, which is the spiritual realm, which is also known as the higher version of yourself. So you have yourself in the 3D world as you presently are, and in the spiritual realm is the greatest version of yourself, which is your spiritual way of being. And what I'm realizing, people, which is such a powerful epiphany, man, like I could not sleep last night. It was just so much downloads coming in. And one of the biggest downloads that I would love to share with you today is that, you know, first of all, you have to know there's two realities. You have the present circumstance, which is what you see, hear, feel with your senses. And most of the time, that's the reality that for most people, they do not want. They would like the better version of themselves, which is what they normally consider as their goals or a future version of themselves. A couple words I want us to remove from our vocabulary, people, is this. All we have is now, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so programmed to live for the future, but when you live for the future, people, it's like a carrot that you're always chasing, man, and you never actually be it, you know? The distinction and lesson I want you to get from today is that, you know, life, again, don't give us what we want. It doesn't give us what we think we deserve. It doesn't give us what we think we're going to achieve with time. It gives us what we believe that we are right now. So in other words, it gives you based on what you're being. But because we always following and chasing the future, it's like we never take the time to live in the present, which is the now, because we're so focused on where we're going, how we're going to be, and all of that stuff. And it's always outside of your present circumstances. And that's why we live our lives in, I don't want to say cycles, but it's like in a state of chasing, because you're chasing a future which does not exist, you know? The only thing that exists, people, is right now. What you have is right now, man. What are you doing with the right now moments? What are you doing with that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you realize that all you have is now, then you stop focusing too much on the future and really focus more on the present, which is where life happens, you know? That's where you really get to live, you know, by really being present to what's happening, man, and how you're being, you know, because you have to choose that. See, it's like the way of thinking is, okay, set a goals, go after that goal, chase that goal. Instead, what I'm suggesting for you people, and this is the epiphany that I got last night, is that all you have, man, is the present moment, and all you can control is what you do right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't predict exactly how things are going to go tomorrow. All you have control over right now as we speak is your present, you know? And I want you to really get present to that, man. Like, really get present that all you really have is right now. So it's like in every circumstance, in every situation, what is the best decision for you, you know? Like, what is the best decision for you to make right now, you know? And it's like just taking control, man. Taking control of your life is really by being present to it, you know? But it's like, how do you break this down so you can get it, man? It's like just realizing, the biggest thing I want you to take away from everything I'm saying, people, is that I don't want you to focus too much on the future anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you got, this what it was. I got it. It's basically what I saw was this in the spirit last night, man, is that we have visions. Now, visions doesn't mean the future. It's the truth is that all the things we desire and want is happening right now. Is that all we have to do is in our present 3D world form is basically strive and work on every day making decisions that help us be our higher self, because our higher self is what allow us to achieve the vision that we see in our mind. It's not something that happened in the future. It's that we have to continuously work on changing the way we're being. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're in this 3D world, and our circumstances, it's like the way we've been programmed to operate is that our physical circumstances normally dictate how we react, how we feel about ourselves and everything. And it's like what I'm suggesting for you to do is really focus on the vision, which is where what you would like to see and experience, and really focus more or less on, like, okay, making conscious decisions. How am I being to attain or maintain those things that I desire? And really focus on doing that now, because the reason why a person's life can change overnight is because everything they truly desire is here right now. It's just that we are not on that frequency, people. And it's like we have to continuously elevate ourselves to change our mindset, to go from, and the way we look at this world, our perception, because our perception is our reality. So it's like we have to reshape our perspective to realize that it's not about a future situation, but realizing that all we have to do is go from our lower frequency 3D world realm and being on a higher frequency where we become the higher, better version of ourselves by just choosing to be that way right now, you know? And that obviously is going to take a good amount of work, people, to really develop the habit. But man, I'm telling you, I don't think I know, so I know that it's something worth practicing, because if you can work us on practicing being the way that your higher self would be right now, then we'll start attracting more and magnetizing more the vision that we see and truly want and desire. That's the entire message right there, people, for real. Wrapped up in a few sentences. That's the entire message, man. Shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. This is where, people, we understand that we are creating heaven on earth, and the way that we do it is by doing it energetically. We as a collective are intentionally choosing to put positivity in the space every single day. We are consciously making sure that we're inspiring and motivating people. We're leading by example. We are working on ourselves by developing ourselves every single day, finding our faults, facing them, and working on them. Shadow work, basically, you know what I'm saying? Finding our weaknesses and understanding how it makes you feel, and come up with new ways of how we desire to be. That's the work for us as a collective, man. And as we do that, people, we are indeed changing other people's lives, but we're also transforming our lives for the betterment of ourselves and our family, you know? And to be a part of this collective, people, is that, number one, you must choose to believe that the Spirit of God lives inside of you, man. You must choose to believe that what you call your soul is the Spirit of God, and you are God. You have the ability to co-create with the Spirit of God that's inside of you. Number two, people, is definitely follow my pages, watch my videos every day, because I'm speaking to your soul, and it will give you ideas on what you can do to improve your situation, man. And not just improve your situation, but it'll always give you ideas and how for you to become the higher, better version of yourself. Number three, people, is that in this new world that we are creating, is that authenticity is the currency. So therefore, you have to speak your truth, people, whatever that looks like, man. Grab your phone, say whatever comes to your heart, man, and then share it, you know, because understand that people's breakthrough is directly tied to you. That's that. That's that message right there, people. Shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who's the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. Yesterday, I made a comment. I was talking about look a dungeon fall in Ocho Rios, in Jamaica, and just wanted to clear that up. I did some more research into it. To correct myself, people, is that not necessarily the government obviously owns it. UDC manages it, and they were just making sure that people are not charging an entry fee, because that is indeed designed to be free for the locals. So that is still the case. I want to clarify that, and I really am happy to hear that. And also I looked up also into the beaches, man, the projects they got going on right now. The beach I was literally talking about, Fantasy Beach out there in Prairie by Pudd'n'Mun. They do have $2 million $2 million US dollars invested in renovating that, so it could be more like the Harmony Park beach out there in Montego Bay. And there's several other projects for different beach in different parishes: St. James, Hanover, just naming a few. I think Portland. My point is that, I definitely want to give credit where it's due. Jamaica, the administration is definitely making it the beach is more family friendly, more safe, and they are investing in that, people. So I definitely want to acknowledge them for that. I did my research on that last night just to get more clarity, and I do see that they are making progress in that regards. And that's all you can ever ask, man, is for us to continuously be making progress. I do still stand firm, though, on the idea that Jamaica is a sovereign nation, and we really need to cut ties as far as to Great Britain. I think we really need to do that, and I don't know exactly how that's going to come about or what that looks like, but I do believe that we need to aggressively start taking steps towards that, as well, while we do everything else, people. Like, continue to develop and work on our weaknesses as a country, so that we indeed can accomplish our goals over the next 5 years. Anyways, people, united we stand. Divided we fall. We are going to consciously choose to stay united, so we can actually attain all our goals and dreams. We always going to choose to be our brothers and sisters keepers. And the second part of our philosophy, people, is that each one teach one. Whatever we know, we will always share that knowledge so it can bless someone else, man. My declarations over your life, people: number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God will continue to use you, man. Continue to work on you, continue to guide you, to be your higher, better version of yourself. People, more important than anything, man, I really do believe in you, man. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.